Imagine having to multiply the number 2 by itself 100 times. Writing out that endless string of 2s is incredibly tedious and practically begs for a calculation error. We need a shorthand. Instead of writing all of that out, mathematicians condense it down into a tiny, elegant package, 2 to the power of 100. This structure relies on two distinct parts. The primary number you multiply is the base. The smaller number in the corner is the exponent, which tells you the exact number of times to use that base as a factor. You'll frequently encounter exponents of 2 or 3. We call a power of 2 a square, and a power of 3 a cube, because they correspond to calculating the area of a two-dimensional square or the volume of a three-dimensional box. Exponents are a structural tool. They allow us to manage and clearly communicate massive mathematical scale without getting lost in repeating numbers. Writing numbers in exponential form is helpful, but if you have to expand them back out into long strings of multiplication every time you want to do actual math, you lose that efficiency entirely. To quickly manipulate these terms, we rely on a specific set of rules. Looking directly at this core rule, when you multiply two exponential terms that share the exact same base, you keep that base unchanged and simply add the exponents together. If we expand out 3 to the 4th multiplied by 3 to the 5th, we count 4 3s and then 5 more 3s. That gives us 9 3s in total. The base remains 3. A very common mistake here is multiplying the 3s together to get 9. Never multiply the bases. The exact opposite applies to division. When dividing two terms with an identical base, you retain that base and subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator. When you raise a power to another power, like 2 cubed raised to the 4th, you keep the base and multiply the exponents to get 2 to the 12th. If you are multiplying terms with different bases but the exact same exponent, you multiply the bases together first, then raise that product to the shared exponent. Instead of working with massive expansions, these laws let us step back. We perform simple addition, subtraction, or multiplication on the tiny numbers at the top, leaving the heavy lifting of the actual bases perfectly intact. This section of our guide outlines a highly unintuitive rule. Any non-zero base raised to the power of 0 is exactly equal to 1. We can prove this using the division law we just covered. Any number divided by itself is 1. So a to the power of m divided by a to the power of m means we subtract m from m. That leaves us with an exponent of 0, making a to the 0 mathematically equal to 1. Moving up to negative exponents, seeing a minus sign up top does not make your final number negative. Instead, it indicates a reciprocal. You simply flip the fraction, putting the numerator on the bottom and the denominator on top to make the exponent positive. Let's put this into practice. Pause the video right here and try to simplify this expression. 5 squared times 5 to the 4th divided by 5 cubed. First, we combine the numerator. The bases match, so we add the exponents 2 and 4 to get 5 to the 6th. Then, applying the division law against the denominator, we subtract 3 from 6. This leaves us with our final simplified answer, 5 cubed, or 125. Complex algebraic expressions often layer these fundamental rules together. Working systematically through the fractions and negative signs simplifies these terms, providing a reliable way to handle powers and indices in your future coursework. We've covered the mechanics, but why do we actually need to compress numbers this aggressively? The answer lies in the extremes of physical reality. The distance from the Earth to the Sun is approximately 149,600,000,000 meters. Writing that out with all its zeros every time an astronomer makes a calculation invites constant errors. To solve this, scientists use standard form, or scientific notation. We move the decimal point 11 spots to the left to get 1.496 and multiply it by a base 10 exponent of 11. Now that massive distance fits neatly into a single, highly accurate expression. Before taking on higher-level practice, capture this screen. Internalizing these mechanics builds the confidence to handle the scientific data used in astronomy and physics. These 7 formulas provide a necessary framework for navigating powers in any technical context. Mastering these 7 specific rules is a vital step toward higher-level algebra. It gives you the keys required to comprehend and calculate the extreme scales of the universe.